gets his get back. He doesn't have another try.
Wait, I get to hear what comms are like? This is gonna be crazy.
So who we starting off with?
I think this is Frost. The
I
man, the
will be.
myth, the
I would be
legend.
surprised if it's not. Oh, they're both white. Oh no, bro.
What you mean? Oh shit.
It's whatever.
Figure it out, boys.
We'll fix it for map 2.
I ain't saying a word.
Okay, well, right.
Just kidding. This actually looks bad.
Yeah, it does. But we're gonna have to stick it through.
I'm gonna dip out. Yeah, do your thing. Have a good
Aight.
cast.
Laters.
Later. Alright. So this kinda changes this, like what's going on now, it kinda changes it up for me, like prediction wise, because if Doomsday are able to win the map 1 and then like Pacho manages to like get his PC issues out the way for map 2 and he could get on for the rest of the series, then like this this series like go as I thought it will go. Like Doomsday will end up winning and Killer Sharks will end up going to the loser bracket.
You don't think that Killer Sharks can take it away?
But that also like if Killer Sharks managed to win this first map, then what would that do for like the the mental of Doomsday? Because it would be like maybe there would be like some of those thinking maybe like if Pacho didn't show up so late, then we would have been able to win this map 1 easily. But now we're stuck in a 0-1 hole.
I don't know. I feel like with both teams using a sub, I feel like it's equal playing field right now. And I could for sure see Killer Sharks winning this first map. But of course, like they still, Doomsday still has Pachon like trying to fix his problems with the PC or whatever. I feel like regardless if Doomsday Doomsday doesn't win this first map, they can still bring it back easily. Like the following matches or maps, I mean.
I feel like you're right, yeah. And also like for Killer Sharks to win is also gonna come down to the question that we always ask: who's gonna be the second person to step up for Killer Sharks?
Right.
Because you have NC, like he's the most consistent on the team, but then you always go into the lobby questioning who's gonna step up to be that second guy. Rather, is it gonna be Thanos that day, or is it gonna be JD that day, or like when they have their full roster, is Isaac gonna have a pop-up series or a pop-up game? So it's like, or even D Mello, like when if he ever plays this, he's gonna have a pop-up game. So
Right.
it's like, who is gonna be the person to step up and help Entity on the map? And as of right now, is looking like JD is that guy.
J Dizzle.
Currently on a 6 streak, and I'm pretty sure NC himself went on a 6 streak also, so they could be messing around with 2 strafes. And I think NC just calls in his straight to try to break this hill.
As he does. Get those extra 15 seconds. But Frost is already on rotation.
And I don't think JD got his streak, so I think he only got a strafe at least. I could be wrong.
Let me check. Come on. Yeah, he only got strafe.
Oh, okay. So I mean, they still have another strafe to work with, just in case they can't break. Just in case like they see that Doomsday is probably getting too much time on this P5, and which right now isn't happening. I mean, Killer Sharks is pretty much looking to have a 460 on this hill, which is one of the hardest things to do in Vanguard, to get a 460 on a P5. Over time, it has become easier though, compared to like at the start of the game.
I feel like it's become more easy, like easier for teams to get the full 60, or not really the full 60, but like a lot more time than it used to be. Just because people start working for that spawn for P1, um, which this P1, like for this map, I feel like you could get like 40 seconds, if not a full 60. So I feel like that's why people start getting more time on P5, just because they need the spawns for next.
I see what you mean. Yeah. One, one thing, one thing I will say is that you see killers like on the side of Doomsday, like they really only have two of their players producing right now, which is Biff and Froze. But you see like Instinct having a above start to the map, and Legends like doing better than Instinct, but still also struggling at the same time.
I
While
mean,
when you
go ahead.
Well, when you look at Killer Sarge, there's only one person on their side having a rough map. Whereas you look at everybody else, like everybody else is positive, and at the very least it's positive, and you have one player like doing like doing above. Like I think he's above a 2.0 right now, and like just doing what he has to do on the map, like the superstar player being the superstar player.
Right. I mean, like you were mentioning that you were mentioning that Legends is still struggling, but I mean, knowing that Legends is not a player that plays the game like every single day, and he's just a sub right now, like this is what you want from your sub player to do. Um, Plus the time that he has on the hill, and something that's very interesting is Instinct having a rough time when he's usually like the second best player, if not the third on the team, and right now he's the one that's struggling the most.
I guess you could probably say that like he just like Chester is new to him. I mean Legends is new to him, so he's probably not. He's not, having somebody new on the map probably messes up how he will want to play around the map. So that could probably be affecting him right now. But also at the same time, like if you have a sub on your team, like you need the three main players that are normally on the team producing, and you see that on Killer Stars compared to Doomsday, where you have the sub doing at least like what Wolf said, like what you would like your sub to be doing, but then you have one of your main players having a struggle map. But even though Doomsday are like their main player is having a struggle map, this map isn't out of hand. Like they just gained control of P4. They up P4 again this scrap time. Now hopefully P3. Now hopefully they could get this rotation and break this hill into P4 to shorten this lead.
This is what Killer Sharks does not want for us. Yeah, there we go. Ross finally gets taken down, but he went on a 9th streak, I believe. He's putting numbers up right now, which is Killer Sharks not wanting.
If I'm Killer Stars, if I see Frost turn up, we gotta end this game quick to try to slow him down.
Just like that, Frost is on the 2 again. Anna's about to pick up these guys from. He misses some shots, but he's able to get Viv and able to get Legends. Livingston picks him up. JD picks him up.
And I mean, just how you expect P5 to be, just scrappy. But as of right now, Killer Stars do have control of this.
Doomsday gotta try to get in there. And Frost uses his glide, but doesn't get anyone.
believe he also used the strafe right before. No, he still has his strafe actually. So that was somebody else's strafe that was used. But Doomsday managed to break this hill, so they managed to. They have to hold it until there's less than 4 seconds on this hill. Killer Sharks can still win on this hill. And Doomsday is doing exactly that. They're managing to hold the hill, and they're working on the station.
Liv's already on next. Now they know that the Clear Sharks can't win from that last point, so they all rotate. Try to get the best positioning that they can.
Now you have to pretty much play perfect card here now. Can't let them get a single second, and you can't let them win the rotation.
And it's the last one that's gonna be able to do something. Gets taken down by the whole team.
If I'm Killer Charge, I mean, I'll probably just push this only like once or twice, and then I'm rotating next. All I need is 1 second. I just gotta beat them to the rotation and hold my pre-aims.
I expect if they don't get the break right here, I expect them to rotate. And they get the break that they needed.
I will say that Killer Sharks normally do send one person towards
Well, it looks like bombs gonna go down A with Nolan back here on the right.
But Mikey gets out and doesn't get the bomb down though. But he manages to get to it into a position so that he can plan it safely and get away with his life.
Us is getting the use.
Ross is getting the bomb down here.
No, he defused the bomb.
Watch him.
No, he defused it.
Oh, my bad. Wow, that
And
was
just in the mix of all the chaos. I mean,
damn. That
the gap
confused me right there.
So yeah.
So it's interesting to see like how they gonna play the defense now. I mean, how Doomsday gonna play their offense?
That's a big stack on the right side there by Killer Sharks.
And they just double nade JD out of Black Hole.
See Frost pick up into right here. You saw him cross.
And I think that double nade was just Vodwood.
Pacho with the snipe?
Hacho picks up a sniper. Not sure if that's a hidden talent from Pacho, but as Instinct might get
Instinct X, yeah.
X over here, chasing him down.
And I mean, besides him getting taken on there, we see it from Instinct right now, like, showing that he could be that second best player on Doomsday, especially in SnD, being the only guy on the map now to get a kill. Besides Bib now.
Right there in that situation, I would have just tried to play for picks. When it's a 1v4 with bomb down, that your chances to get that clutch play is literally like minimal.
Well, I mean, he did probably the main thing you want to do, I guess, is like he stopped Instant from going on any more on the streak because he was on a three streak, so at least he was able to stop that before he died.
Yep.
But yeah, I do agree with you. Like, you want to play like a little bit slower, like play for picks, long angles, try to catch them like moving, try to catch them off guard. I mean, Killer Sharks only down 0-2, and we know that these players they can't pop off and they can't like they have the clutch factor in them, so they could even swing a game back in their control if they end up in a hole.
X is in the perfect
And
position.
think about it, this week we've had a lot of upsets this week. Think about the Timeless coming back from 4-1 or a 4-2 coming back and winning it. As Patrick gets taken out, probably not the wisest idea to have him as a sniper. I'm not sure if that's a decision he's kind of told the team or just taken upon himself to pull out the sniper.
I'll make the guess that he just needs something that like the gunfight will probably be quick. He won't have to be having to move so much.
Here's a Frost and a 1v4 going 0-0 inside last 2 rounds.
Sounds crazy. 3 rounds in, like Frost having no engagements and they're still being up 0-2.
I mean, what are we thinking, guys?
Go ahead.
I just feel like it's the map. Like it's just a very weird map to where literally anything can be happening in the map and still like you still be up, regardless if you have no kills.
This thing coming out on top at 4-3. As I was saying mid game, how we felt about Instinct versus Exia, and Instinct's just been in the rough of it. I mean, as he is taken down, going 4-4.
I'll try able to find JD. Gets picked up by Anthony. Austin,
Vic going on a 4 streak right now. It's maybe tune into.
Sorry, Vic, I wasn't able to get that.
Now, if you're if
Nah,
you're
he did
Frost,
pretty.
you at least want to do what Thanos did when he was
You
alive.
didn't see him.
At least just end the Vic streak and don't feed him this kill. And if I was Killer Stars, if I was was that Thanos I was last alive with him?
Frost.
It was a 2 Frost and Thanos and Entity.
Oh, NC did get the
now
kill.
on
Okay.
a 5. NC is now on a 5 streak. I believe at 6 you get your precision, right?
Yes.
Yeah, at 6 you get your strafe, and then at 7 you get your glide.
I believe he got an ace that round, no?
I think so.
My horrible
Yeah.
casting skills weren't able to switch over.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hear about that later.
He knows right here he's gonna get his strafe right here, whether he takes out this person or the one on the bottom.
He has to play this careful so he doesn't lose it. He got the strafe down now.
Got
Let's see how he plays for the glide. He gotta expect for there to be somebody at green.
He thought it. He knew it. There goes both streaks, and she streaked up.
I said at green.
On a 7. It's on a 7, folks. Can you get
Blue's
another
able to
ace?
get behind him.
Now Biff in a 1v3.
Not sure if Biv kind of just froze up there a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna make this comment, and whether like how I say it. Playing on that round, that first match I played with them, there's a lot of comms going around, a lot of communication. There's no such thing as lack of communication for Doomsday, which is great. But when I played with you guys on the scrim, I mean, there was communication. Do not get me wrong, great communication, but it was a lot less like as of Doomsday. I feel like Doomsday might be having too much comms, if you know what I mean. Too many people calling out the same thing, or a little more unorganized.
I feel like it's just based on like the team and like based on the players.
On a quick 2.
Because whereas on our team, we probably have like, I'm not to those. It's not throwing shade at Doomsday, but we probably have more players that like could do more on the map without needing to hear a comm to do it. I guess I don't know how to say it.
Okay, no, I get you.
It's more of like whenever we're like going off, we just forget to call out, which it could be a good thing and a bad thing. But obviously for new players coming into like playing with us, it's gonna be something like talking to him, but it's something that we're all used to in like our team. Like obviously, if someone's not calling out, it's because they're going off and not because like they don't know what to say.
Yeah, whereas on Doomsday, I mean, Frost makes it a big, I can't think of the word right now. Like a big message. I think I guess will to like comms are important for him and his team. Like he
Like the
needs
key
to.
to his success. It's like the key to the team's success.
Yeah, the key to the team success is like their comms. Like they need to know what you're doing, what you're looking at, so that like you're not everybody looking at the same thing or anything like that. So it's just, I feel like it's just based on each team.
Yeah, 'cause I'll tell you what. Over on my team, when I'm in the booth with them and playing with them, or just watching them, I hear the comms. Do not get me wrong, and with the two CDL players, or the CCL players, I mean the comms are spot on. Those guys are calling out things before they even happen. Um, and it's more down to map knowledge. This year with the maps, they're kind of I don't like the placement of the maps. What I mean by placement, I mean like the style of the maps. They're very three-laned, um, compared to previous Call of Duties where they're not as three-laned, if that makes sense. Because on here you have, your lighthouse side, you have your straight down the middle by grandma's, and then you have your right side by the other tank.
I feel like all the broken walls and doors and windows makes this map more than just a 3-lane map though. Because of how many different like spots you can get into because of all these broken walls.
True. Daniel, your opinion on that?
I don't like the breaking walls.
You don't from
No.
any because that actually came out in Modern Warfare, right? That Modern Warfare was the first COD to introduce
Yeah,
that in the new
MW
within
MW had just like the doors and they didn't have windows, they just had doors the whole time.
Okay.
And then in Vanguard they brought in all the broken walls and all those.
I feel like doing that, like yeah, it gives you more of like a playing field. Like you gotta watch out for more things, but it also makes it to where the game is kind of glitchy. Like sometimes you're trying to break this window that's like right in front of you, and
It doesn't
like
want to break.
yeah, like stuff like
Yeah,
that
I get
makes
what
the
you mean.
game like frustrating in a sense. Like I understand like how they want it, but I just feel like it's not something that they should focus on, and they should just go back to like the
We
normal
have match
COD
point
days.
here. Yeah, I get you. This is match point for Killer Sharks. Doomsday was up 2-0, and now we're looking at a 5-3. Uh, I mean, not too sure what to expect out of Killer Sharks here. Seems like an A plant. A lot of people looking the other ways. Mikey doesn't see the person behind him.
It will
Was it a
get
glide?
Pacho.
Takes out Pacho. It's gonna be a. Now it's a 3-3. Biv taking out Nolan. Big plays. Not sure if Entity sees Frost right down the. Oh, never mind.
And I mean Frost now stuck in a 1v3. And I mean
And what do we expect out of Frost here? Do we expect him to play slow, wait for it
He's
to
gotta
come
go.
down?
Gotta go. Bombs down. Gotta get 3 kills and defuse the bomb. He's gotta go.
yeah, 25 seconds, yeah.
Making a lot of noise. Pistol out, no ammo in his primary. Not a problem.
Gotta find the 2 kills. Ooh. If he stays
He
up
wasn't
there,
ready for
He
Entity
just
being
get
there.
caught mantling.
if he stays up there, he gets that kill and clutches the round.
Would have been probably one of the biggest rounds of his life right there.
And I
Not of
mean,
his life, but for sure of the
of the drama league.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not even the trauma league, just the maps, like today's maps. So
I honestly hate Control. I'm not a big fan of it. Um, it's just not a mode for me. If I do have to say, if there was a mode that I'd love to be brought back, it would probably be, if you guys remember Uplink
Yeah,
from Advanced Warfare.
AWBO3 Infinite War.
Oh man, Uplink was probably one of my favorite modes.
I just feel like Uplink can only come back if there's a jetpack card. That's the only thing about it. And without a jetpack card, then like the best game mode we could play is I would say it would have to be Control because capture the flag gets slow, and then domination by the middle of the second round, like you should know already who's gonna win just based off of how the points work for the flag.
do you remember Blitz?
Yes, I was just about to
No,
say that.
I wanna-
Blitz was
no,
awesome.
Bro, that game mode was so fun.
It wouldn't work. I'm sorry.
Why do you think it wouldn't work?
It wouldn't. That game mode was not a good game mode for competitive COD.
For competitive COD, no.
It became even. You've had a game mode that was slow to capture the flag.
It wasn't even no.
All people did was you probably slide in for 1 or 2 points, and then you would stack up and get and try to get the best defense possible.
Yeah,
Try to
but
play your best.
I think it would be even better now, just because like how fast of a pace the game is.
I guess so.
Maps are more smaller and concealed. You know, think about that was actually a quick game by Killer Sharks. I think we're going off topic a lot. We're not really casting the game. That was a very quick point by Killer Sharks there.
And they managed to win the round not by their kills, but managed to get it through ticks. So they now in this control already are up 6 ticks and up 1-0 in the map in the game count.
And Entity's one off.
One of Pagad already has a
Really
strafe.
good.
He just pre-fires the wrong spot, expecting the Doomsday play to be in a different spot. And Doomsday just starts off their offense hot with 3 down off the rip. Managed to stop NT from going on his glide. They drop NT again. Forces trying to move extend into field down to bottom church.
I don't think that was a
I feel
good.
like, go for it.
I don't think that was a good glide. Was it glide or
Strafe.
yeah strafe by Entity? Just because they already had 3 stacked and the point was getting like it was already more than halfway. I feel like he could have saved it for a B push if needed.
I was guessing he just wanted to drop it to try to get some map control. Since he saw that like they were getting their kills, so then you call in the strafe, try to get the Doomsday players to back up even more, or just run into my teammates pre-aims. And it just they managed to get the kills, and then after that like just couldn't even follow up with a second set of kills. And now Doomsday just looked to do exactly what Killer Sharks did and just stack this point, but Killer Sharks are trying to collapse on them. Doomsday all getting the kills around them, but he managed to pick up 1. Is he gonna get 2? And Killer Sharks managed to stall the Doomsday push. But do they know that Frost is still back here? They don't know, so Frost is managing to kill NC. That Frost picks up 2 and 3. And I mean, at the very least, if I'm Doomsday, the very least I want to do, if I'm gonna die off this point, I'm gonna at least get the second tick, in which they do. And I mean, Frost is still going on this week. Essentially single-handedly managed to get a second tick for Doomsday.
That's what I was gonna say. It's unfortunate that Frost had no help, because if he had help, that's a 1-1 in the series right now, or in the map count.
But I mean, if I'm Doomsday, I'm pretty happy with the situation I'm in. I'm up in live count. Besides the fact that Killer Source just took 2 of my lives. I'm still up in life count, 11-8, 11-7. I have a minute to get only 1 tick on B, and I'm pretty sure if I'm not, Falls might have streaks. I could be wrong.
Ross,
Yeah, he has
that's
to. He has a
great.
strafe, so we could, if needed, we could streak. We could streak the hill or spawn or whatever. But I mean, as it look like, it doesn't need. If I'm Doomsday, I'm trying to. If Killer Such wants this round to end, they're gonna need to kill me. They're gonna need to kill me off this point. I'm more focused on getting the 3rd tick and tying up this tick count, going into the next round.
Yeah, I feel like once you get like your 2nd tick, all you're focusing on is that extra tick, that last tick, and as of now, it's 5-3 lives. You know, you're coming down to search and destroy style right here. It is now search and destroy for them, 3-3. 12 seconds left. They have to really make a move on it.
3-3 without their best player though.
Yeah, I mean, on both teams. Oh no, Diddy's, yeah. And here it is. NC takes out him. Thanos gets out. NC gets a kill. Oh.
And Killer Choice managed to win that, and I believe they was down in lives.
They were. They were down
think
3-8. They were
I
down
think
3-8.
Yeah, managed to win a 3-8 battle. I
21 and 8 on a 4 streak.
Doomsday gotta step it up right now because this is win it or go to losers.
Yeah, only 1 player on their team going positive. I mean, can't say much else for Killer Sharks. You know, they only have 2 players in the positive, but
The positive side of things is that they're on defense right now.
yeah, I'm sure Pacho didn't see Mikey come through that he did.
What were you gonna say, Zay?
And it just comes down to like, I mean, Bib just now hit it, but like at least on the side of Killer Star, like they had 2 players in double figures, and then not wasting. If you look at like just the devs on both sides, like Killer Stars aren't wasting their lives. You see, it's just like Doomsday are either just wasting their lives or like they're just running. They're just not winning their gunfights like they would normally do. Like it's like when we did the trauma talk show, like it was spoken about like Pacho and Instinct are the top 2 candidates for most improved, and we're just not seeing we're not seeing what we're used to now from them in this match. And I mean, Pacho is understandable. He's playing on the Xbox, albeit, but I mean, even with Instinct though, he had the pop off game in the SND like you would expect, but you would want his SND and his respawn like they have been before. But Doomsday doing a good job right now, just defending this B point. But Killer Swords are trying to get map control, trying to get this church control. With the church control, they managed to push up into back things. They could get Doomsday to spawn field side, and they could make getting this B point way easier for them. But now Doomsday trying to get map control. They have number 5 in field, and they have 8 and 6 in P5 right now. Number 1 manages to sneak through, and number 7 does not know he's here.
If going 12 and 16,
Exit is gonna come big. 3 down.
That's 3
Killer
down.
Sharks gotta get on.
And like the call has to be for everybody to stack this now and this game here.
And that was just 3 down for Killer
Winston
Sharks.
coming
Right
in
there.
clutch.
They manages to break the Instinct, manages to get the 2-piece and break the hill.
Now remember, this is where we were at last game, where it was 5 and 8, where it was actually a 3-8 on life count, and it's 5-7 now, brought down by 2 lives.
Killer Stars have 20 seconds to make something happen. They have this last
push, but
Instinct manages to get another 2-piece. Instinct on a 5 streak now.
Instinct gotta play for streaks.
Instinct just managed to look the way with false picks up the 2 tips. Now it's all up to Exia by himself.
I don't know what.
If Instinct was able to get streaks there, the game would have been.
That would have helped so much.
Yeah, it would have changed the whole case right now. But, I mean, we said they needed to step up. They stepped up on the defense. Let's see what they could do on the offense. Let's start off with Pacha since he's having a rough game
He's the
right now.
man of the hour, apparently. I mean, now that we're talking about Killer Sharks,
Huge.
Thanos
I gotta
didn't
get that
do-
tick right here.
They just straight 3-hopped it. One got taken out. One's gonna be here on platform. Takes out their overlook. Take out the bottom, and that's 3 down for Doomsday.
And I mean, on the bright side of that B push, they managed to get at least 1 tick. So if they manage to get this A point early in this round, they managed to get at least a minute. Give themselves a minute extra. Capture this A point, get that minute extra time. Manage to get the max time to be 2 minutes, and you have 2 minutes to get 2 takes at B. And your players are starting to step up and fry now. You can easily send this game to a round 5. And that's exactly what they've done so far. But Thanos with a 2-piece after Doomsday managed to capture A point.
Frost is back here in the spawn, just being annoying right now, making them spawn in field. But what he needs is his teammates to get those picks for the other players to start spawning field. He realizes that it's not
Number
happening.
3, Entity. My fault.
Yeah, I was just saying he realizes that it's not happening and he just pushes up. The Entity's going huge right now.
Number 3, Entity just single-handedly just having Doomsday in a spawn trap right now. I mean, he's doing what you want, how you want to spawn trap. You get a kill, you just move into a different position the whole time, and he did that over and over and over. Just keep on stalling this Doomsday push. And I mean, we saw it in the other rounds. Killer Sharks was the one down in life count, and now you look at the life count. Doomsday, Killer Sharks has almost double Doomsday lives.
This man Entity is just going crazy for the team right now.
37 and 19. We're gonna need to check the records for control kills, as well as Frost also doing 37 and 22.
Just like that,
I mean, if you
Frost
look
is
at
out of the game.
stats,
He's in the position to make a move, but he's got to go now. Gotta make the team.
Most kills on control would be from Frost having 56.
Okay, so yeah, we're nowhere close to that, and that is it. Killer Sharks take the series 3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
I mean,
That is.
we need to get Entity up in the booth. I mean, that dude, just, golly, that on the last search too, going on that 7. I think it was like almost a 7 streak or a 5 streak.